All right, guys. Sorry I've been gone. This is the lady, Wicked Lady Hippy at the bar. We are live today. We try to do that. As you can tell, I sound like I'm at the bottom of a garbage can. I wear all the hats here. Some of them don't fit as well as that, too. I've been out meandering and shopping, and I did that before. Unfortunately, um, I don't know what happened. I didn't get any medical aid at the time. But I apologize. Last 3 days I've been gone has been because I woke up with an eye that was swollen and red and shut. And it finally opened and it just was so swollen. And on day two, that started to come down. And day three, it was pretty much, I could open an eye and it wasn't too bad. It was all swollen underneath. I have no idea why this has been happening. Ever since I had I had double eye surgery last year at the VA. And ever since, this is the fourth time this has happened. And it's a little uncomfortable. And when you call your lead doctor and they tell you, well, we've got room to see you in March of 26. Yeah, okay, I'm good. If it's still doing it, I'll give you a ring back. Fuck you too. No, there's no kids allowed. If you've seen anything about me or if you've seen me before, you'll know that it's a little loud still. You'll know I am a Army veteran, published author, grandmother of two, mother of one, and retired, as I like to say. They really need to put a new word with retired because retired does not mean you slow down. People keep saying that, and I keep going, well, where the hell did the time go? It's like 8, 9 o'clock at night, and I go, I still haven't done the dishes. There's two of us. I'm like, what? It's always a fight as to what you're going to cook, when you're going to cook it with. I don't want that. So, how has everybody been? Hopefully, better than I've been doing. Yeah, okay. I gotta say, I've seen some really stupid shit lately. I don't know what's up with that. The world is imploding. That's what's up with that. I think I'm looking up to the camera. I don't know. See if this is a little bit better. Put it back a little bit. Of course, I'm on one of my Chromebook cameras, and for some reason today everything's really fuzzy. So I just said I'll just go with it, and hopefully I find out what's wrong. I don't have a lot of time because I've been out doing the shopping thing because I couldn't get out. I mean, I could have, but I have an eye patch. It's like, nope. Stayed in pajamas for 3 days and hid. Works for me. If you've seen me before, you know that this is something I get to have at my bar. We have a big bar. It was so big that in the middle of his renovations, 2 whole rooms had to be taken out, put in pods, sold, and different things bought to let the bar in. So the bar's the downstairs. I love it. So I'm allowed to have a cigarette. I had to quit smoking and I was vaping. Apparently nobody likes that in the house either. Wherever you go, so you have to go outside, and that's stupid. It's air. Uh, it's just stupid. So I'm allowed these. My husband gets these for me, and I can have them when I'm up here. And I have a stiffener. He buys me the cues. I love these things. The whiskey fireballs. They have this punch of cinnamon at the end, so I like this. He's in here doing semaphore at the moment. Hang on. What?
They just popped my damn cash app card for $90.
Who did?
Don't know. I had to call cash out and get them.
Well, don't tell me. Get busy. That's a lot of money.
I did. I just got there.
Oh, good grief. We've had such trouble with our cards lately, debit cards, cash cards. Somebody's screwing with something, and it's like it's been a clusterfuck for 3 days. And I think I just agreed to on my bank card. I had to cut it up. Somebody was trying to charge $9.99. I was like, you stopped it, yeah, but they got your number. It's like, oh fuck. Almost every other month, it seems like either he's going down or I'm going down with one of our cards. So then we have to switch. So when one's shopping, they have to take the other's card or get out a cash card, whatever we have to do. And now, I mean, he does that. A lot of people pay him when he's fixing some car, one of his friend's cars. He'll get paid, and it goes on a cash card. It's easier, I guess, to do that. I don't know. He gives me them. I don't know, and I got one of my own. I don't never get any money on it. I don't know how we do that. I get money off of it. He'll say, "Here's that," take this. So I do that. These earphones, and I had a little hairpiece on, and I always have that there because the earphones will fall off. Everything is very highlighted when you wear the earphones. I've done a couple where my earphone has gone out during the broadcast, and I've just gone with it. I didn't realize how different we sound if we are not on earphones. I see people that are singers. I often wondered what they was doing with these earphones. Now I know. It's a whole different thing when you have these on. Meaning I should not use so much of my Yankee accent. It's kind of hard to understand me sometimes. It's just struggle along. You'll get it. I'm going to have one of these. I just came back from Wally World. Oh, God. You'd think the Masters were back in town. Everybody and God is out. And I have the little store that's down there. So I'm down there. And I can't, you couldn't find a parking space. You had to go right around. So somebody left. I'm like, this is the mall? What the? It's been one of those years already. He knows that I like to shop. Or I used to. And now Black Friday extends from the week of Thanksgiving until the end of January. I didn't understand before why my parents said, I don't like the holidays and they're coming too fast. I didn't get that because it took forever for that to roll around. Now it's yesterday and you're on the next one and they're like, okay, we're good. If I didn't have it, I have a 13-year-old granddaughter and I have a 26-year-old grandson. He's also an Army veteran. He came back from Korea just ahead of the pandemic. He said, okay, I'm good. I don't blame him. I came back from Europe and I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I was waiting on a terrorist attack at that point. This was the 80s, for God's sake. If I had picked up on that, you'd think, I'm sorry, I seem to be coming apart here. Like I said, I just come back from Walmart and I had I have this little stove that's very white. It's real soft. It's very cold out today. Since I had not just my eye, but my sinus, my whole face had swelled up. I said, well, I better just, get warm and get all the stuff out for winter. So I got those out and it's white. And the gloves are just that kid skin with a bit of the fur at the top. And I just love those. And I'm wearing, I don't know, for the ladies. Say, I stick my own with I accessorize it about something, scarf. Anyway, the reason I bothered is I'm at Walmart. I stopped by like 100 women and several men. At this point, I should have gone to lunch. I mean, even my pharmacist up there and his aide said, we win. And I'm like, what? It's good to see you. How come you're always dressed up? I'm like, this is a day dress. It does go to the floor. It's just straight, as you saw. I add a little belt. That's it. And I love them because I don't have to do the pant thing since my injury is so bad. It's just never going to heal the way it's not going to be 100% perfect again. Probably never was. So in any event, I like the longer gowns now than I used to wear pants and boots during this time. And I have a pair of boots I found that we bought those because I could zip in and out. But the leg swells up if I do too much. And so, I have to pick and choose what I'm going to do. And since I was going up here to go shopping, I knew, it's going to have to be flats and a gown that, covers all this. And I'm more comfortable, But he said the aide said that that he was owed a soda because he told the other guy he would never see me wear the same thing twice. The guy's fairly new. And he said, oh, sure, I will, the pharmacist. And when I went through today, he actually stopped me, made me jump. I was like, what? I don't need you today. It's not a very big Walmart. So it was cute. And then I was looking for safety pins, and three people were called up to looking at their phones, going, I don't think we sell those. I had a feeling, so I did. I was going to stop someplace else, but I only lived like 2, 3 miles away. And oh, it's kidding. My hummingbird. I always get that backwards way. It is. I like that. So cute. And anyway, it's like I said, it's like the masters are telling, like, what the fuck is all this traffic? And why are you out here? It was the weekend. Why didn't you buy groceries? Mine's basically a grocery store. It's not a big Walmart. It's just a grocery store. And I was thinking of just going to the food line, but when I do that, there are several things that I can get at Walmart that I can't get when I'm at Food Lion. So I end up almost always going to Walmart trying to get everything I need in one place. But at the same time, I've just had it with Walmart. You got to pay $6. It's $6 a pound for hamburger. $6 a pound in 2 years. It went from 179 to 638. I saw they had some scented bags for cat litter. And I said, I'll try them. They were new and they were $2. So I bought like four. And then they were okay. So I bought a couple more. And then it was probably 2 months. And then I went back and they were $10 a piece. They had taken it from 2 to 10. So Walmart is stealing from you almost every item. I love the rollbacks because I guess they figure that we don't remember what the fuck we bought last week. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to stop going to Walmart. I've got a Kroger right here. I'm thinking of replacing them with Kroger. The only problem I have is that some things they aren't bad, or they weren't, but they are now. All my makeup doubled in price, and I've always bought it. Basically, was when I started really wearing it in my 30s. I just pretty much stuck with Walmart. It's okay, Penny. I'm going to go feed everybody in a minute. We run a kind of a cat sanctuary, and they bring us, and we find injured kittens and things, and we bring them in and we heal them, and then we're stuck with them because we can't just throw them out. So then they have to go and they get all these tags and they got this stuff. And you'd think by now my vet would give me a fucking break. They don't, and they don't care what it is. So we adopted Penny because he ran in the house. He had been raised here and he got out somehow. He and Fast Walker, they look almost like twins. And I had all four of them. I called the kitty ICU, but they were grown now and they were okay. And they were in the general population and they snuck out. Fast Walker, well, as soon as I realized he was gone, I just opened the door and yelled, Fast Walker. He came running in. But Penny wouldn't. It took 6 months, all through the winter. And, well, from fall through winter. It was just awful. And I was scared for him because he was the quietest when he was so little. And sure enough, one day he was eating by me. And I was like, are you coming home? And he just kind of looked at me and he talked. And I was like, wow, okay. And it was rainy one day. And we fed him on the front porch. And here he was, and he was just meowing at us. And we're like, if you want to come back in the house, you're going to have to walk in. We're not going to pick you up, take you. You took 6 months to let us near you. And he looked at us and he walked in the house. So he's back. And when he escaped, he didn't need to have a visit to the doctor again. But he does now because he's got to be spaded. Or is it neutered? I never get that right. Cheers. Mm. Oh, I love that cinnamon punch. Mimosa, it's been a long day. Don't judge. Also said that every day I got up here, I would mention Charlie Kirk. And you almost can't get away without mentioning him. I don't drop videos unless I'm asked to. I kind of tend to just get up here and talk to y'all. Oh, I forgot to open live chat. Here we go. And comments, of course. If you see me later, say so. You didn't like it, say so. I give a shit either way. I don't make any money doing this. I just think it's freaking cool. I'm of the hippie generation. And in our day, we thought it was freaking awesome to get a transistor radio that was like this big and took 18 those big D batteries. Man, we were moving. Get on our bikes with that thing. You guys don't have any clue. Lights went off. Nobody fucking panicked. On top of that, the phone still worked when the lights went out because it was a landline. So it would still work. Nobody called. And when they did, it was a free for all. You had to be a fucking linebacker to get to a phone in my house, man. Especially when I had an older brother who was 13 years older. We were all adopted. My sister was my real sister, but we were adopted. When I was 9, she was 7, and he was 13 years older. So it was wild to have a big brother like that. So it was one, and raised by World War II parents, World War I parents. I mean, they seen it all. Born in 1914, so they was tired by the time they got to me. I have the last surviving member of my immediate family, as it is. So, uh, other than my side, which is my son and my granddaughter and grandson. Yeah, you're like, oh God, they may not be like me. I hope not. I was terrible. I'm still terrible. Hell on wheels, as some put it. I mean, you got to do something in life. Eat you up if you don't. This is why I like this is social media. Talk about whatever the hell you want. This is not for kids. If you have kids, remind yourself, Army veteran, get them out of here. I'm not going to apologize for them. I'm not going to. It's my show. I get to do what I want. I don't get up here. I don't sing. I don't dance. Don't put on makeup. I could do a clothes show, but I don't. I get up here and talk about whatever the hell crosses my mind. And if y'all want to jump in, please do. If you would like to see some video talk about whatever the hell is going on, there's a lot going on. Then please jump in. What, in other words, with the holidays and everything else that's going on, I'm like, when does this stupidity slow down? It doesn't. It just doesn't. We've been blowing up them Venezuelan boats for a couple months now. It's like they come over, right, and then you hear the cruiser go, thump. I'm like, if I was in Venezuela and I even owned a boat like that, I would burn it down. I would never get it. Oh, hell no. Those boys don't even practice. They just, thump. And still they're sending them. I understand there's now something with the Venezuelan president. I don't know. Is it Spain or Mexico? I think it's Mexico that they're trying to get rid of the president that they have. Yeah, this is why people from South America run over here, but over here is now like South America. We had 2 National Guardmen and women gunned down in the capital of their own fucking country. I got a problem with that. Being an Army vet, I got a hell of a problem with that. The bastard's still alive too, and boy, I sure would like to be one of the ones that could make him die.